YouTube, what is good? Welcome back to another video on the channel, man. Today we are going to be talking about the market, man. Tomorrow is Easter, you know what I'm saying? Happy Easter. Make sure y'all, enjoy the holiday. If you do celebrate, of course I do celebrate my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. He is risen. You feel what I'm saying? But what we're going to be talking about is the fact that with the amount of eggs that are in circulation, the amount of eggs that are out, the amount of eggs that are, promo eggs and things of that nature. Again, I can't fully predict it, but I can kind of use what has happened in the past to infer what's going to happen tomorrow when it comes to when the eggs are opening. We're going to go through all that information today, and hopefully you guys find it helpful. Now, before anything, I have done a video like this before with the Ring of Honor. I do kind of want to address it because I'm sure people probably lost out on some coins. I lost out on some coins as well with that. I didn't expect them to not nerf the abilities to the level that they did. So I do want to apologize for that. You know what I'm saying? That's on me. But I can confidently say, at least with this set of eggs coming out, or I guess this auction house crash that is going to be coming, I can pretty much say with full confidence that there is going to be an auction house crash, at least from Easter, and probably on Monday. The market will probably recover after that. But I know when eggs first open, especially on Easter as well, probably going into Monday, the auction house is going to crash, and we'll go over all that information today. So if you guys enjoyed, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe, and let's go ahead and get into the video, man. We're on that road to 4,000 subscribers, so anything is greatly appreciated, my boys. We're on that road to 4,000. Let's go ahead and get into it. Now, if you guys don't want to be spoiled for the eggs, definitely click off this video. I'll give you a chance. But at this point, let's go ahead and get into what each egg is, at least for promos. We're not going to talk about the player-specific ones, but at least the ones for the promos, we're going to talk about it here. So, taking a look at each of the eggs and what they mean for you guys. So, you guys take a look here. We have Super, which is Super Bowl promo. If you still have Super Bowl promo cards on your team, the only one that I could there's probably about 2 or 3 that I could see that people still have in your collection. Super Bowl promo cards are going to go down, obviously. The Tamago, Genkai Force, all those are going to go down. Yearly NFL Honors, those are going to go down. United NFL Combine, those are going to go down, especially with the fact that we are getting a Patrick Peterson today. His price is going to go down, but just in general, the NFL Combine cards are going to go down. You have Spy, which is free agency. Again, those are also going to go down. Pretty much all of these. We're going to go through all of these. All of these promos that you guys are seeing on here, which pretty much are the most sought after cards in the game right now, they're all going to go down. And the reason because of that is, again, we don't know the specifics behind what overalls are going to be out of this, what each pack necessarily contains, what each egg contains. But we do know that each of these contains these promos, and what that means is there's going to be an influx of these types of cards on the auction house. And when supply goes up and demand goes down, because again, people aren't really going to be wanting these cards nearly as much as the player card eggs, the Easter promo cards, the Sugar Rush cards, and everything like that. It's a recipe for having an auction house crash. It's pretty much that simple. Now, what do I think you guys should be doing? I think you guys should be selling your team off. I think by the latest, late today. If you sell tomorrow, the auction house is already going to be crashed. I don't know what time eggs are necessarily going to open, but what I can say with confidence is that you guys should probably be selling your team off before tomorrow. That is what I would recommend. That is what I'm personally going to be doing. Again, I'm going to recommend to you guys what what people should be doing, but that is just what I'm going to do. In the meantime, I'm going to open up some medium baskets here just to see what we do end up getting, see if we can get anything good. But the whole reason why I'm saying all this to you guys is I do think there is going to be an auction house crash. This happened very similarly when Most Feared promo was out and they had, these type of things. And then especially a promo that we can really look back towards as an example is going to be the Zero Chill promo. That is pretty much the best way that we can, base it off of. And I know when Zero Chill first came out, again, when the eggs or the presents first opened, and in this case, the eggs open, those packs or those players that came out of those packs, those, those what am I trying to say? Those cards basically went down in price. They stayed down for a little bit. Again, it wasn't very long, but I can say with confidence that we do know that these promos are going to do that. They're going to, essentially have those cards go down in price. That is what we're thinking, what we're anticipating. Okay. Now, the next thing that I would say for you guys is, if you're going to be doing and selling your team, what's the best time to buy, right? What I think the best time is going to be to buy is going to be Easter morning, whenever eggs first hatch. That's going to be the best time. Now, again, I don't know specifically when eggs are going to hatch. I don't know. But if you guys are up early on Easter Sunday, you don't have anything to do, you know what I'm saying? You guys are getting ready before church, things like that. If you have time, definitely go buy your teams. That's going to be the best time. Now, it's going to take time for the auction house to recover, right? It definitely, is not going to recover instantly. There's going to be a ton of supply in the market. And because of that, it is going to be, prices are going to drop quickly and fast, and they're going to stay down for a while. I think we probably have, I would say definitely Monday. Tuesday, it might start rebounding a little bit. Again, it kind of depends on what the promos are going to be coming out, in the future, what things leak, in the upcoming week. But I would definitely say at latest, you probably should buy your team back on Monday, just so that you can make the most amount of coins back on your team. Again, if we just take a look at my team for an example here, right? Pretty much everybody is expendable, right? I don't think Ring of Honor was one of the eggs, so Ring of Honor cards might actually hold their value. Again, that's pretty much the opposite of what happened before, but pretty much any card that you have in your lineup, whether it's a Redux, hell, even the Julio Jones, I think I'm gonna keep him. But this Don Terry Poe, this Calvin Johnson, we know there's AKA, so these AKA cards, the Ultimate Legends, the Combines, the Team of the Years, everything like that. I think it's going to be a great time to at least sell your teams off and then rebuy them at a cheaper price. That is going to be the best thing for you guys to go ahead and do and prepare for the eggs hatching, for the all the goodies that is going to happen on Easter on Madden. Shout out to EA for doing these promos on these types of drops. I think they've been absolutely killing it promo wise. The big promos, some of the other promos have been pretty lackluster, but I think at least when the big promos come around, I do think they execute pretty well, as long as they drop the content on time. You feel what I'm saying? I know a lot of people feel a type of way about that. But boys, that is going to wrap up the video today. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Again, take my advice. I think you guys should be selling your teams off today. Again, I'm going to be doing that at some point tonight. I don't know when, but I definitely am going to sell it. Again, there's no way to really predict the necessarily best time, but outside of when the eggs first hatch, that's the only thing we do know, but we just don't know when they're going to hatch. So that's the only thing that I'm kind of I don't know, but we just know it's going to happen tomorrow. So hopefully you guys did enjoy it. Hopefully you make coins. Let me know down in the comment section if you guys are watching this after Easter, if you guys made coins doing this method. Hopefully you did. And we'll come back with the results probably on Monday. We'll go on the results, and I will show you guys what we did. But that's gonna wrap it up, boys. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Y'all did. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe, and we'll see y'all in the next video, boys. We'll catch y'all. Peace.